Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Reckless Wiz podcast. I try to be formal in my introduction to the podcast, but I feel like I'm not a very formal person, and it's really difficult to do that. But I'd like to pass that job on to other people, like our guest today, Kerry Smith. You're steering the ship now.
That feels about right.
That's
what I'd like
funny.
to talk to you today is about white nationalism.
And the pros and cons. Yes, there are cons. I don't fucking know, bro.
I think, it's just a journey. Let's move on to the next topic. Weather.
No,
tell me
you have
about-
to steer the ship now. This is it. This is part of the podcast.
I'm the captain.
All right,
now.
I'm gonna say
It's a
something.
test.
I'm gonna say
Let's
something
go.
because this speaks to my disheveled fucking drug-addled mind. Like, Carrie was like, she goes, "Hey, I need the Addy," and I was like, "I don't got no Adderall, but I can get you Coke." And she's like, "The address, you fucking asshole." And I was
I
like,
said address, asshole.
Yeah, we are very professional here at the podcast, though, so I'll take the reins back on that one. Like, at first I was like, man, that would be kind of a funny podcast, like put the burden on the guest.
Oh,
I like
I have
that,
to host
you know?
you on.
And
I
we're
have to
just
host
like-
you on your podcast.
Yeah.
Actually, that sounds fantastic.
All right, go
Like
for
to
it.
sit there and be like, well, this evening, we actually have Luis Juarez, a local comedian, and we have a couple questions. We'd like to get to know him a little better.
"Do you remember how you met this motherfucker, by the way?"
I do. Let me tell you, actually, I hadn't known Luis.
Give us, what year was it? Season?
Okay, a year
What were
is.
you
Was that
wearing?
2014, probably 2013?
I would say. Yeah, I mean, I'm young, so.
We were in our 20s still.
I was a teenager, I think. And so I just remember that we had known each other for some time, but we were standing outside of an open mic, and this was the first time that Trump was running. And you
everyone.
and I were outside talking, and you were like, hey, but do you agree with anything he says? And I said, no. And you said, well, I do. I think he has some good ideas about immigrants.
You said that?
And he said, now I hope you guys clip this for social media, like it just was fun. He said this as well, and he
Look
can
in the
attest.
camera.
And you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I did say that.
and you go, like all of these things, and you list these terrible characteristics, and you go, yeah, I was just testing you. You're all right, Smith. I was like, I can never trust you again, but I respect your fucking morals.
I have to know, even back then I knew, I was like, who's a Nazi motherfucker? and I ask everybody, why?
No, I understand.
I have to know because I'm paranoid like that.
But that's interesting though, because I feel
You are a
like
Nazi
6
sympathizer,
minutes.
though. You heard you say some shit.
that's not true. I'm just an empathetic person. So here's what I'm.
She's a Nazi empathizer. I feel their plight,
I have road rage
Their
so
pain,
bad sometimes.
their struggle.
No, it's bad. Like I think that what was I gonna say just now? Oh no, it's that. Do you get questions though? Because I do feel like I do have to answer questions for my race. So do you ever feel like people ask you questions that you're like, oh, I have to answer for every person?
Yes. People come to me like, can you translate this document? And I never said I was bilingual. I had one and I did one. So I was like, yeah, actually,
I'm too white passing.
I am bilingual, and then I very much wasn't. There have been, I think, too, immediately I'll feel shame that I'm not so fluent, but I feel like maybe that's one comparison, not a true parallel. But
No,
I'm
I
trying
think
to
that's still
empathize with you right
insightful.
now.
They try to do that at your job, even though like
Yeah, exactly.
they should
This has
they should be
happened at my
paying
jobs.
extra for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yes,
A lot of
absolutely.
free translations going on at
Right.
jobs.
No, I'm saying at your job. If you're bilingual, I think they're supposed to pay you like an extra $1 or $2.
Well, that seems. I feel like you
That-
should be able to
yeah.
negotiate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be
Like-
at least 5.
I'll give you 50 cents for 50% of like
Right.
of fluency.
I'll give you a
I'm not
loose
fluent.
translation,
I
yeah.
know 50%, so I get 50
I
cents.
can look at this better than you can. Yeah, I can read this better than you.
We should start a service like that. Put it on the side of the van.
Yeah. Un poquito de Spanish.
Yeah, you pay however much you want, and then we decide how much translation you get for that amount of money.
I remember my mom, she tried to get me to read like a newspaper in Spanish one time, and I was like, Mommy, I can't read in English either.
I think they're like like, because my mom only speaks Spanish, so I had to translate for her all the time. And like maybe recently, like in the last 5 years, we were at she had to get a colonoscopy, and I went with her, and like the doctor's like talking to us, and like my mom is there, and like I'm like listening, but like she knows I'm kind of confused because I do speak Spanish. I just sometimes like when it's like medical stuff like that, it's really hard to explain. He's like, we also have the option where we could bring a TV in here, and somebody in another or like somewhere else can translate for her. And I was like, yeah, do that. I was like, please do that. This is the only job I'm cool with the robots taking over for right now.
Yeah, because you imagine your mom gets like real sick and you're like, I translated it wrong. I was like,
Exactly.
Yeah, because I was like, no, te van a poner el hose adentro. Like, she didn't
like,
really
"No,
fully
I
know
don't
what was
think
going to
it is,
happen. Yeah, she was like confused. I was like, you know what? This is a good job for
Yeah.
somebody who's maybe a little more fluent.
I was like,
with
doctor, you don't
medical
speak Spanish?
Spanish, you know?
That's traumatic for a kid. I would.
This was like
feel.
3 years ago.
you're like, doctor.
Oh, then
I was also maybe like, you know, a
man
little.
up, then.
I did meet a doctor named Dr. Chatterjee, and he was like this Indian doctor, and he spoke way better Spanish and English than I did.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. I've met some people like that. That were
And then he didn't let us do like the roofing work on his house that we were trying to do. It was real fucked up. It was like,
My grandparents go to an all Spanish church, but their priest is a white dude that learned Spanish to preach in Spanish. I just think that's dedication, you know.
But you know what's also crazy is I was in Oak Cliff, and there was like a traffic incident. The two cops that were there don't speak Spanish.
Yeah,
Oh.
It was two white guys, and I was like, "What is that?"
well,
Okay,
yeah. They should put people
That
in the
can
area that
help.
can help. Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Wow.
It's like when you see a CVS EMAS.
Oh,
That was done strategically, you know.
Yes.
what does the Amas entail?
I think they sell like
It's just
piñatas
like-
inside or something.
They're
Okay,
just
candles
like,
and shit.
hey, we have Fabuloso in here.
Yeah.
And
I never liked that. I never liked the branding where they just added one Spanish word.
yeah, it didn't make a ton of sense, and it didn't really
White-
take
white
off in a
people
way.
can
It was a
speak Spanish,
quiet.
though.
I know white
Ah.
people can, but they couldn't.
Oh, they didn't?
Those
The ones over
cops
there?
couldn't,
Those
yeah.
cops?
That's correct.
Oh, okay. Because I met some white cops that like will speak Spanish or something.
Is it a threat?
Yeah, I mean, you should learn Spanish.
I'm trying.
Did
Really?
you live in Mexico for like a long time?
I did. I lived in Mexico for a very long time.
long?
She was like on a novela or something.
I was. I swear I was. Yeah.
What was the name of it?
Pasión.
Yeah.
You were on. I don't know what Pasión is, but
Do you know who Kalunga is? No.
I
Okay.
wish I did.
Kalunga?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and it was like this crazy thing where I was just like an extra because I was like in Mexico City for the summer because I had like a boyfriend.
Carrie, how did your date go the other day when you didn't know you were on that show?
yeah.
I feel like do we need to? We have to explain what
All right,
happened.
yeah. Let me just.
It was your
show
show.
her.
It was your
I'm sorry.
show.
It was my show this past Sunday. Both of y'all fucking killed.
You did.
Y'all killed.
you.
Like, it was really good to see. Dante started off, and then Kerry wasn't even aware she was on the show, and also this goes back to the confusion you saw at the beginning of this podcast. Is I'll be like, "Hey, that show," and then I just assumed that you knew you were on the show.
We
and
live
then-
this way. It's not like just a fucking. We live this confusion.
Yeah, this is happening at all the time.
Yeah, I was like, I'm coming out to support. Like, hey, I'm gonna and he asked to come. Yeah.
Yeah, well, because like we were on the show with Chris at the Addison Improv,
Yes.
and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna get to open." I was like, "I'm thinking Dante and Kerry. You know, you work with Kerry over there." He's like, "Hell yeah, cool." And I brought that up to you, but I think maybe I said it in a way where it was all like, "Yeah, you're on the show," which I probably should have been more specific, I guess.
And the club manager goes like this. He goes, before, right as I was going on stage, he goes, if I go like this, it means Carrie's coming up. Do 5 minutes less. If I go like this, it means get the fuck off stage. And I was like,
Oh my god, I'm
and I was
so
like,
sorry.
and then like I saw him doing hand signals on stage. And I was like,
no,
I'm hot right now. I kept going like this. I was like,
dude, you
cut
should
me
have just
off.
kept going. I should have been like, just
No, but then I
fucking
started
stretch,
carrying
stretch,
it.
because
Yeah.
it happens sometimes, you know. I just thought maybe you thought the show started at 8, and then I know that you had sent me that your dude had got reservations for y'all at Cheesecake
okay,
Factory.
first of all, let me tell you.
She's like, so I am going. So I was like, oh yeah, she knows about the show. She knows.
Also, want
I
to know the
should've set the
flavors
time-
that you got. What the flavors of cheesecake
Dude,
you got?
I got a text that morning. Okay, this is a first date. I get a text that morning, and he said, I made us reservations
At
for
Cheese-
5 p.m. at Cheesecake Factory.
Fuck yeah, bro.
And I was like, Yeah, no, and I mean it makes sense. It's right next door, but like, then we were cool. We were vibing, right? And then he's like, "Well, we should get over there," and I was like, "Man, it's all right." And so then we get over there, and I walk in, and Eric is there, the manager, and he goes, "Ma'am," and it's because I've never worn a dress around comedy ever.
You did look a fucking real good.
I was like, wow, she
Yeah.
went all out for the show.
But Kerry
You never tried that hard for comedy.
So there was a miscommunication. Carrie didn't know, and I maybe didn't confirm. But what was happening is like we thought Carrie was on the show. It was going to be Dante, and then Carrie, and then me, and then Chris. We were going to do the co-headlining sets, longer sets. So we wanted like the same combination we had at Addison, because that's what I thought we were going to have, right? So I was like, damn. I was like, maybe Carrie thinks the show's late. But then we started to get worried because you're never late to shows. And we're like, damn, maybe something happened.
And you guys were like, "Oh, she was on that date with that guy at Cheesecake Factory."
We should
and
wait.
I know that a lot of people knew where the date was because I sent out a text to pretty much anybody I talk to on a regular basis to take a poll of should I bear this man twins or triplets.
Yeah,
Can I say something real? I didn't know I was on the show until the podcast. Until you started plugging shows, I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm on that show. What's up?"
Oh shit, my bad, man.
Dante, you told on yourself.
I was gonna be like the night of the podcast. I was like, "Hey, can I get a guestie?"
Nah,
And I was like, "I'm on that show, bitch."
Well, both of you killed
y'all
it for
knew.
not even
Yeah.
giving a shit.
Yeah, but then you know the cool
not
part
trying
was,
hard.
you know what happened after? So I go up there, right? And Eric's like, "You got to go on now." I see you. You're like, I go, "How many minutes do I have to get ready?" And you go, "Now." And I go, "Oh my god!" And so then I hand him my bag. I said, "Hold this. I'll be right back."
You hit him your purse.
I did.
What kind of purse were you holding?
It was Clutch with a B.
It was a
You hit him with the clutch. You go like this and go.
I go, "Hold my purse." And so then I went up there. I missed the thing, right? And then at the end, we go to this spot. And then these people come over. They're like, "Hey, we really loved you." Da, da, da. I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. I look like such a baller, right?" I look so cool. We're walking. He's walking me to my car. I'm ready. He's totally going to try and make out with me. And I'm going to be like, "Yeah." And then I hit a crack in the sidewalk.
No. Oh my
Bam!
gosh,
I
yeah.
heard myself bounce off the ground, and my purse went flying. And I'm just like this on the ground. And he goes, "Oh, are you okay?" And he like helps me get up. And I go, "Wow, it didn't even. I'm fine. That didn't even hurt." And he goes, "Oh, you're bleeding."
No.
And then the universe always says that. It's like, hey, you know how you thought you were like hot shit for a second? Sit down. So that's cool.
It was like you were some hot shit for a second because you literally walked in. She's like, "I'm not ready to go on stage. I'm not even prepared." I was like, "Who gives a fuck? Just get on stage."
We'll figure it
Just
out.
get up there.
know how
I was
to
like, "You have an
swim.
opportunity to do 10 minutes in this fucking crowd."
do you
Like, it's like, go out there.
Do you think that like you're gonna be a stage dad? Like, what would you be like as a
No.
stage dad? You wouldn't.
I would just thought you were on the show, and we wanted somebody there because Lilli was also there too. Because I was like, "Damn, I can get that spot to Lilli." I was like, "Is
yeah.
Kerry gonna show up?" And I called you.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn, she's not answering. Like, maybe something's going on."
I had
Something
12
happened.
missed calls.
That's
Yeah.
crazy town.
I don't even know if that makes you a better comedian or.
It makes me a polite person. I was at dinner.
Yeah, you were.
Polite to who?
She
I was
was
at
at
Cheesecake
Cheesecake.
Factory.
She was at the
Yeah.
cheese.
And why
They
would my
had-
phone? Why would
they
my
had
phone not be on
reservations.
D&D?
So
And
there's
they
just-
had
For 5
Resi.
p.m.
It was all
Yeah.
confusion, but I'm glad you still decided to go up because we didn't clarify any of this stuff until after the show. It was like,
Yeah.
there was miscommunication.
Yeah, they're great.
You're
but
great
you
under
still-
pressure. You really
You did really
killed.
well. Yeah, just to show up. You were with your
Thank
dude
you.
on a date. You know, you were all dressed up. So it's like you went up there, you killed. You had to be on like the top of the mountain.
Maybe the universe
so when
made
you
you
tripped and
fall.
fell.
Maybe because otherwise you'd be way too intimidating for this dude.
Oh, the universe is a chauvinist.
Yeah, tell us about that high value man.
Yeah. Is that how you got the Band-Aid on your arm?
This, yeah.
Did he grab your arm?
No, I fell.
Was it sexy?
That's why I go, "I'm bleeding." He goes, "You're bleeding."
I was not listening when you were talking. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Well,
this is why you're not allowed to host, and I am.
Take over.
I'm
dude.
hosting the
That's why we
podcast.
always thought the
Dante,
big
let's
ass.
just Dante, just go for it, bro. Take over.
Yeah. Take
Okay,
over,
so I just want to say my stepson was at the show. First time he ever saw me do comedy. Hella disappointed in me. He was like, "I'll never talk to you again." Now that fool stayed the night with us that night, and then I took him to a goth club after the comedy show.
A goth club.
He wanted to go. I go, how'd you hear about fucking the goth club? Because we live by the church over there. It'll do.
Oh my god!
You went to It'll Do?
Well, I live right next to It'll Do.
Yeah.
And that fool heard about the church. I go, how the fuck did you hear about the church? He's like, Reddit. I was like, motherfucker, were you on goth sluts? This motherfucker. I was like, how'd you hear about the church? He's like, don't call them
Goth slut.
goth sluts. They're goth queens. I was like,
Goth queens.
all right, let's
Okay.
go to church. I walked up to the church.
He's a nice dude.
That's cool.
He's
Yeah.
21. He just turned 21. That fool took him
Yeah.
to the goth club.
Did you have a great time?
Yeah, he bought me a shot, and then I go dance or whatever. Follow your heart. And then I left. I was like, I'm gonna go get drunk at the bar next door.
You abandoned him at a goth club.
No, well, he's in my neighborhood. This is where I drink. I was
Yeah,
like,
no, I got
don't
you.
embarrass me, motherfucker. This is where I kick it.
Was he in like goth attire?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I was trying to like, you don't know fishnets or nothing.
Yeah.
And he was like, no.
Did you ever go to the church when it was at Lizard
Yeah, I
Lounge?
started going. Yeah, when I was 19 and shit. Like I was, because like in Mesquite, I went from Mesquite originally, and like ecstasy. Remember ecstasy?
Yeah,
that drug
the
ecstasy.
strip
They call it
club.
Molly now.
I thought the strip
Oh,
club.
I thought you were talking about a club.
Yeah.
No.
Are they the same thing?
Yeah, well, ecstasy I think was cut with shit, and like Molly now is just like the whatever MDMA. But like when I was a kid, like ecstasy was like ecstasy and acid was real big in Dallas in the 90s. I mean in Mesquite in the 90s.
That's so weird. It was really big in Dallas in like the early, not the early 2000s.
In the 90s,
but
you could buy ecstasy at the bar.
2010s.
2010s, wow.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I was a teenager.
Like 92, you could like early 90s. I think you could buy like ecstasy at the bar still because it wasn't illegal yet. Because it was just like a drug, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like a thing. So like,
So what do you do? Take it and you just start wanting to
and then you
dance
dance
or
like a
some
fucking
shit?
douchebag.
Just dance,
you
right?
dance like an asshole.
When I was in
like,
high school, Molly got real popular.
yeah.
Yeah, like 2011 to 2015. But what we had heard was that like Molly was like ecstasy times 3.
Hell no.
That's
dog.
what we heard.
That's
Yeah, yo,
called-
who'd you hear from?
that's
Another
marketing.
teenager? Get the fuck out of
I,
here.
mean,
heard,
that's who I
I
talked to.
remember hearing it was like taking scoops out of your brain.
I heard that too.
What, Molly?
Yeah.
I think Molly.
I think that was on the show Weeds.
Ecstasy. Ecstasy.
On the show Weeds, they said that.
Oh, that's probably where I heard it because I
Yeah.
love that show.
I remember when I
had
was
the
12,
box set.
my sister, she tried to give me ecstasy when I was like 12. And she was like 5 years older than me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, here, take this. And I was like, what is that? And she goes like, she hit me with one of these. She goes, I was like, what the fuck does this mean? I don't know what the fuck what does this mean?
She's like,
And she's like, I was like, I don't fucking know. And she's like, take it. And I was like, I don't know what that is. And she was like, you're a fucking pussy. And she kept calling me a pussy. And I wouldn't take it. And then like,
Pussy.
I mean, dude,
And
you were
then-
12.
That's really brave.
she never talked to me
not
again.
take
She
it
never
away.
talked to me again.
that's what.
Wow.
That's Dara's impact.
She never spoke to you again?
Well, I mean, until the next time she offered me drugs. And then I was like, let's party. No,
You were like, I'm not a.
nah, my
She was
sister
so
was fun
proud
though.
of
She
you.
was like,
She was
no,
proud
she
of you
wasn't.
after
She was
that?
so disappointed in me. She's like, you're a fucking pussy.
Afterwards, when you finally did
When
do
she
the
sobered
ecstasy,
when she sobered up, she goes, let me see your teeth. And I went, and she was like, your teeth are fucked up. Go tell mommy to give you braces. Like, she hit me with one of those. Like,
Wow.
my sister was pretty tight.
it sounds really cool.
She was cool as fuck.
In the last few years, like since turning 30, 5 minutes ago. Yeah, the last few minutes.
Happy birthday.
I really can't drink alcohol. I never could drink a ton of alcohol. And I've always been a lightweight, but like I really can't party. And then I'm not doing Molly. I don't think my body can handle these
Say
things.
do it.
I feel like I've never. Have you had Molly?
I've never
I've
done
never had
anything.
Molly. Me neither, really.
Glad y'all on the couch together. Y'all some hoes. I'm just playing. You're not a hoe.
Have
Lord.
you ever done some really good, intense breath work?
I have, and you know what? It really lets the shit kick in.
You
Like,
immediately were like, I'm kidding.
no, it was good. It wasn't good. But like, I have done something good. Yeah, I mean, if you're on Molly and you do breath work, like,
But at this point, if I'm doing Molly at my age, I mean, for what? I must be really going through it. That's why I got bangs.
That's why you gotta
I'm
do
good.
drugs for a different reason. You don't do drugs to escape life. You do drugs to
Have fun.
lean into it.
Or
Back
you
it up with,
combine
like-
like mix of drugs so that way it takes
And
care of
my
the
intention
anxiety
is-
you have from gangs.
Okay.
And my intention is
just
to
like-
get my sober friends to get fucked. That's my
Wow.
intention. I'm kidding. But
Okay.
really, let's hang out.
You were sober for a little while, like last year, right?
I did 5 years, yeah.
5
5 years
years?
sober, and I turns out I'm a boring
alcohol?
ass angry person when I'm sober.
Oh my god.
Just alcohol sober?
No, I was like sober sobes. I know CAIN has been doing some breathing exercises and when he's sleeping.
Oh,
Our
yes.
boy got a sleep apnea
Can we do a little
machine.
update?
I
Can we
got
do a little
a
update on
CPAP.
that
So
sleep?
excited for
CPAP.
you.
Thank you. I finally got my CPAP machine.
How was it last night?
It felt the exact same. I woke up and
You
it
gotta
felt.
learn.
That's
You
all you
gotta
had
get
the
used
nose
to it.
one, right?
Yeah,
I had that one first, and I didn't sleep comfortable for like a week, and then they switched me to a full mask.
a full mask. Yeah.
Okay.
The lady she gave me a chin strap to keep my mouth closed, and she said if that doesn't work, to use mouth tape, and if that's not comfortable, then they'll switch me to like a full face mask. But I don't know. We'll see. It took me like 2 months just to get the machine, so I was really looking forward to using it. And then last night,
You look like a little elephant at night right now.
yeah. Last night I didn't realize how long it was going to take for like first initial setup, so I didn't actually end up going to bed till like midnight, and so I only got like 5 hours of sleep. So maybe that's also why I woke up sleepy.
Did you sleep on your back?
Yeah, you kind of have to with those. It's harder to sleep on your side, or especially face down. I don't think would work.
That's how I sleep.
Yeah, my dog was very confused.
Do you sleep face down?
No, I sleep. Well, I used to until I started suffocating to death, and then
Yeah,
I
I was
sleep
like,
on my
how
side.
do you?
Yeah.
So now I like to suffocate to death in my sleep on my side now.
I
I
get
do it on my- yeah.
I get sleep paralysis if I sleep on my if I
Ooh,
sleep.
tell me about one of them dreams, bro.
They're terrifying. I've woke up crying before. I've had
cried?
panic attacks in my dreams before, or in my sleep. Yeah.
Hit me with one of them. Hit me with one of them sleep paralysis.
One time I fell asleep face down, like downstairs in my living room, and I could hear my mom calling my name, trying to like wake me up because I was like suffocating to death. And then once I finally like woke up and got out, I couldn't move. I couldn't I was like, it was just dark and I was just face down. And once I finally like got up, there was no one else in the room, like anywhere around. Like I was hallucinating my mom calling my name. And I thought I was dying. And I just woke up and I was fucking crying. Yeah.
You were a little bit dying,
Yeah.
slightly, right?
In a way. Well, I also think like because I have sleep apnea, I probably wasn't breathing and I was face down, so my whole face was just being squished.
Dang.
Do you think there's anything to dreams like that unconscious mind tapping into some shit and showing you a metaphor in your sleep that has any real significance in your motherfucking life?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Yeah?
dreams mean something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've been going to the same website since I was in high school, which was also whenever you were there. Because we were teenagers at the same time.
Is it dream?
Dreammoods.com. That's hilarious that you really knew.
I was like, if we had just
look
met
up,
when
like,
we were,
the
if we
meanings
just
of your
met
dreams?
8 years ago when we were children.
Yes.
So you
Oh
think
my
they
God,
are
that's
like
so funny.
it's your subconscious?
This website, that's so funny. Have you been going to the same, this website then? Dreammoods.com. It has not changed. You have to close out like 5 pop-up ads, but it's a dictionary. So when I wake up from my dreams, I love that we went here tonight, guys. Let me just say, when I wake up from my dreams, I try to remember as much as I can.
You write that shit down?
I do. I'll write stuff down if I remember, or
a
like
dream
if I'm
journal?
really being intentional. Yeah. And I'll write like, oh, I saw a bird and this is what else had happened and this person was there or that, whatever. But really I'll look at like what was around me and then I'll go into the dictionary.
Yeah.
And it'll say like, oh, you're constipated. No, I'm kidding. But it'll say like, it'll say something like,
You dreamed of seals?
it'll be like, if you dreamt of this, it means that this is what you're facing in life right now. Like, this is what you're avoiding emotionally or subconsciously.
I feel like a white dude
Or,
wrote that,
you know.
A white woman.
Yeah, probably.
though. You would.
Do you lucid
Well,
dream?
do I? I want to. I think I have a few times, but not really intentionally.
Yeah.
I've been in a dream where when I was like being a little more disciplined with the shit, where I'd be like, I'm dreaming, but
Yeah.
not where I was able to control anything.
So,
But I'd be like,
Yeah,
be able to be like,
exactly.
I'm like, oh shit, this is a
I'm
dream.
not in the driver's seat.
right. Well, every time I've had sleep paralysis, I knew I was dreaming, and I was just trying to wake myself up. but it's still like scary. But there have been times where I lucid dream and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm dreaming right now. I can do whatever I want. But then every time I just fly around like the city. Yeah.
I love a flying dream. Or when have you had dreams where you like? I have these dreams where I can kind of like bounce really high.
Yes.
So fun.
Or do like it's almost like you can develop like stairs in your dream. If like if you get enough like weight under you, you're like,
yeah, it's like you're building some matter. You can kind of, or you kind of do a launch with your knees, like a regular jump, but it just launches you big time. Oh my gosh, Kerry, let's play in our dreams.
Okay, I'm literally. I think next episode we bring our dream journal.
Join us in the Patreon. We'll be in the dream world. I think that like it wasn't until I got diagnosed with sleep apnea I started having dreams again. But I felt like it's because when you have sleep apnea, your brain isn't getting as much oxygen.
You never get to REM.
But your brain isn't getting that much oxygen. So other parts of your brain aren't going to function like the way they're supposed to function. But the parts that are functioning are probably giving us these it's like the worst parts of our brain are the only ones allowed to work that day for us to dream. They're like, boo, and like, because they don't know how to do anything else. They're like ink splotches. It's all ink splotches, and we're just interpret them as like, oh, this is scary or something. But it's like when you start getting the oxygen to your brain, your brain starts working on all like
works properly
on all cylinders, and then you're like having the badass dreams. So in the last few years, I felt like a lot of my dreams have been very detailed. And I started like trying to like write them. Especially if I'm like working on a project and I'm like, man, I'm just thinking about this thing all the time, and like the characters like live in my head, and I'm like, okay, let me go jot this down, and maybe it's like something that's like for the character too. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Have you ever wrote like a joke in your dream?
Yes, and they're always funny, and then I can never remember them when I wake up.
Damn, one time I woke up and I was like, that was a movie.
And
write it down.
It's a movie, write it down.
And then I was like, I'll write it down when I wake up again. And I'm
hella fluent in my dreams. But when I wake up, I'm like,
oh, funny.
Mommy is, I think I was like, my Spanish is hella stupid when I wake up.
We get real quiet when we speak Spanish.
Yeah, but in my sleep, I'm like, damn, I'm fluent. And I'm not that fucking.
That's why I can't consider myself fluent, because I get real quiet and shy when I start talking Spanish. I'm like, and I think you say it like this.
Do you speak any Spanish? No? You have to.
I refuse.
Why?
She wants to maintain power over all her lovers. Like
in 4 months' time, we're all going to be speaking Mandarin.
Can you say the number for ice in Spanish to all your lovers? Like,
I am curious, though. I feel like that is intentional, that they made, like, ICE is an acronym you can say, but why isn't FBI or CIA or...
You can't say FUBI?
No, FUBI already said it. No, FUBI, what is that? Tubi, sorry.
I told my swag that, like, Chipotle is pronounced Chipotle.
Yeah.
And she's been calling it Chipotle.
That's
I'm like,
I went to Chicago and I was so bored. And one of the girls that was on the we went to go like to Chicago.
Have your iPad?
No, I didn't have my iPad at all. But we were in Chicago and we were going to visit a friend, and that friend lived with a girl that had been in Chicago her whole life, like was born and raised in Chicago. So they were like showing us around the city, and we passed by a Chipotle. And I pretended like Chipotle was regional to Chicago.
Amazing.
And so when we passed by, I go, "What is that?" And she was like, "That's Chipotle." And she's like, "You don't have those?" And I was like, "No. What is it?"
She's like, it's like Polish food but different.
And my two friends, they immediately like caught on that I was joking, and I was like looking at them. I was like, "Don't say shit."
You better not fuck this up for me.
So do y'all not make shit up to people?
Fun.
Yeah.
Do y'all not do that? Is that a man? Is this a man thing?
Do I just make stuff up? Yes, all the time. Wait,
like
what are you
what?
Just
asking?
people, strangers, and make them believe it.
No.
Oh, I've always found that
done
very
it, I
fun.
guess,
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have an answer to that yet. I know the
It's like a
answer
brother
is
thing to
yes.
do. You said something recently about your date not knowing your last name.
Oh, I did say
You're
that.
like it was
I
all
told
good.
the guy
It was
that
all good until he said
I
my
told the
name.
guy that my last name was Jimenez. Because I told him my cat's name was Benjamin Franklin Rodriguez.
Yeah.
You know? So Benjamin is like, so I'm telling him that, and he goes, "Oh, is your last name Rodriguez?" And I was like, "No, He goes, well, you don't look like a Rodriguez. And I said, yeah, it's actually Jimenez. Because he'd never seen The Sandlot. So he just thought that Rodriguez was the last name. And that's why my cat's last name was Rodriguez. He just didn't know it was a character from a movie where I was like, yeah, I named my cat that because that's my son.
Benny the Jet.
And Benny the Jet is the sexiest little boy. And that, my cat, is a handsome, my son. Sorry. Can you cut this part out?
No, when you're talking about it, just reminds me of Chris Estrada's
Yeah,
joke.
exactly.
I literally almost died when he told me that joke. I hadn't even had
Oh,
Benjamin
yeah,
for like
yeah,
6 months. And then he's on stage telling that joke about how he goes on my wife. And she's like, oh, Benny the Jet, he could get it. And he, and he's talking about, he goes,
Still get it.
you're a pervert, And I was just like, I did say that. And I should stop
You can't even
saying
say the
sexy
opposite as a
words.
man. Like,
He's an adult now. And I was a
It's a
child at the
funny-ass joke
time.
though that he said.
No, it's so good. It's
Did
a
you
really
have
funny
to
joke.
keep up the lie of your last name?
No.
Yeah.
But I don't think he fully knows my last name yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's funny.
It's a comedian
it's a
thing.
little
I think it's just a comedian thing. At one point, in order to develop some sort of comedy, in a way, you have to be a bit of a bully or a bit of an asshole.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, I do troll. I did troll somebody one time in Austin. I mean, I just like to do it because it's fun. So I do. Yes, there's
Troll.
certain-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part
Although,
of it. You know?
although I will say, to go back to the thing about speaking Spanish, how come if somebody was to learn a new language, so for example, if I was to learn Spanish, what accent would I choose?
Oh.
And if someone was to learn English, they have a plethora of accents to choose
well, because
from.
you're from Florida, right? So you come Cubans and Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, like.
Yeah, but they could start talking like this if they wanted.
It's true. Yeah.
It'd
You
be
know, so
very
if I
weird
spoke Spanish, like fluently, let's just
Yeah.
say someday, then would I choose to have like accent more like leaning towards Colombian or leaning towards Argentinian or
Yeah.
Argentinian, but like.
I
Yeah, I would
think
just be
I would talk.
yeah.
first and foremost.
I would talk.
You would just be you. You would just be an American learning Spanish,
Yeah.
and you would have an American accent.
Yeah,
I,
but I
I
don't
think it'd be weird if like someone from China like speaking perfect English but like with a Midwest accent.
Well, no, I saw this short the other day, and it was about these Chinese family that was living in Mississippi, and she comes from a lineage of fucking her family was in Mississippi, and they had like a little convenience store selling only to black people and to
Yeah.
Asians. But she had like the most Mississippi accent I've ever heard in my life. But also she spoke Chinese.
Yeah.
And like it's easier to see it outside of your own culture because you're like, oh fuck, look at that.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, but imagine somebody who immigrated from China to Ireland. They would have an Irish accent.
yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
Or like
It's
when you-
not
yeah.
that crazy to sit there and
Yeah.
say, but you could choose
If I
because
moved-
America has so many different
but I don't
accents.
think-
If I
could
moved to
choose.
Ireland, I would speak with an Irish accent. If I visited
Can you do it now?
Ireland, I thought no. Wait, give me a second. Who does?
I don't-
You do it first because I know you're
Yeah.
Irish.
Is this to give me? I'm going to give you permission by doing it
Like,
first.
that's it.
Yeah,
Yep,
with
yep,
your
bury the
red
boy,
hair.
bury
You
the
know what?
boy.
I give everyone permission. Everyone has to try.
Dang.
Okay.
Irish.
Everybody has to try
Yeah,
their
send
Irish
it-
Trying to
send
accent.
hear it in
No
my
one knows.
head
Okay,
on the spot.
What does Irish sound like?
Okay, so you can do two options. So there is
Well, you're Irish, right?
no.
She's got red.
But I listened to a YouTube video when I was drunk, so here's how this works. So you can do either a lilt or a brogue. So lilt is like a softer, more like dancey accent. Or you could do a brogue, which is a little rougher and
I would think I was about to go brogue, but lilt sounds more.
I've seen you go broke before.
so lilt is like ta-tai, 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 right?
Ah, okay.
And brogue is more like I'm trying to
Right.
think of a character, but like what?
They're like, "Oi,
Yeah,
Aye.
yeah.
that's it. Bury the boy. Bury the boy." You know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about
Some comedian does a bit like that. where
John
it's like,
Mulaney.
Is it John Mulaney? He's like,
Yeah.
"That's it. Bury the boy. Bury the boy."
Talking about how, talking about Irish, how they don't process emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like they just like put it all right here and then they die.
Oh, I think they're very, they're a happy drunk people, and also very, they like storytelling is big for them and that kind of thing. But it is interesting because like I have family members that go back every couple of years to Ireland, and there was a while where this guy he didn't understand why Americans every couple of years would show up and take pictures in his backyard. And then finally he came out and he asked my cousin and he goes, hey, you know, like, can I help you guys? Like, and they go, oh yeah, this is actually like the like this is where the like last of our people like lived before they immigrated to America, which is like when my grandmother was like a child. And they go, or the guy goes, well, I was wondering why all these people from America kept coming all the way across the Atlantic just so they could take pictures of me tool shed. And then I got a picture and I was like, oh shit, it's just a hole in a hill. It was really, wow, impressive. That, yeah, it was like a little shire, but like the closet.
So you're saying you
was a
didn't
great
come over
accent.
on the Mayflower?
I literally tell people that in interviews and it never, ever, ever doesn't work.
There's like a Barack Obama gas station in Ireland.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a bronze statue of Barack Obama outside of it.
Yeah.
And Conan O'Brien got upset that he didn't have a statue out there, so that he paid for an air pump to get installed with a statue next to him at the same gas station.
There's a big thing too. Like they were talking about how Ireland will always like have something about like, I think it's the Cherokee Nation because they were the first, or they were like one of the only groups that contributed like financially, because they were like, oh, you have a potato famine going on. We're going to send you a check for $500, which back then was $10 million.
Wow, the Cherokee Nation did that.
The
And they were
Irish
like,
people are
yeah.
good people, though.
Nah, I don't know about
Resilient.
that. Because we're all family.
I don't know.
It's an island
I'm
of
basing all
inbreeding.
this off of James Joyce. I had to read James Joyce. I learned to read. I was like,
Is that the guy that said that? No, that was Thomas More said that, or it was James Joyce that said, "Eat your children."
Maybe. That's why it was good, I think.
Oh, Saturn.
That was Saturn. It was a Saturn commercial.
No,
No.
Saturn.
He
You seen that
devoured
painting
his
Saturn into the sun. Yeah.
children.
No.
James
It's
Joyce, he wrote the
a
book. I think
quote.
it's like a short story called Araby or something like that.
It was
About
like
this little boy who goes to like a flea market.
no,
Meets this person there.
no. It was like a satirical thing.
Oh, then no, it wasn't that.
There was like the solution to poverty and hunger was to eat your children
Oh, that's
if you're gonna keep
The
having
Modest
them.
Proposal.
Thank you. Who was
Yeah.
written by?
Damn, who wrote that? Is it Shirley
Yeah,
Jackson?
Saturn wrote it.
No, Shirley Jackson wrote The Lottery.
No, I was like, is it
Saturn?
Thomas
I
More?
was gonna say
Was
James
it?
Dean.
Who?
James
Might
Dean, the
be,
guy that
yeah.
died in
No.
his dad's mouth.
The Modest Proposal is like just a satire. Be like, hey, we're all broke.
Who has
Let's
a
just
phone?
start eating our kids. It's like,
I remember they taught us satire when we were in high school, and they made us all make like a satire, and I made a video, and I rewatched it the other day. It's like probably 12 years old, and it was just racist, and
But it was in digital, huh?
yeah,
Dang, that's different because all my shit when I had to make videos for school was on VHS and shit.
yeah. I think the way I interpreted it at the time was like he was saying like that satire is kind of like saying the things that no one else is. So yeah, in a way, like
holding a mirror up to
holding a
society.
mirror up,
too,
yeah.
yeah. Hey, look at you, self.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Do you think that satire? Do you think that satire is like more people? Like some people are just. Is there a line to it?
I don't know.
I just feel like there's like
Yeah,
such
where it's not-
sensitivity.
I think the line is where
people get
no one
triggered when
laughs.
it's too true,
Yeah.
I
You just
think-
gotta-
or
I think
I've
with
when it's
never
not.
been.
situational. It's comedy, really.
I think like
Is
it's. I think like It's Always Sunny is like the perfect satire, where like they say wild things, but it's like it's us laughing at the fact that these like terrible people exist, not at the things they're actually saying.
Yeah, they're just reflecting us back to
Right.
us, like the worst parts of us.
But I think the problem with that is some people will see that and be like, no, what they said is funny. Like we're not laughing at the fact that people like that exist.
That's what's that guy's name? Vince Gilligan, the creator of Breaking Bad. Like he was doing a Screen Actors Guild, and he was like doing an acceptance speech. I think he got an award, and he was talking about the importance. He was telling writers, he's like, let's write some good guys. He's like, let's make some of the protagonists good guys, because the anti-hero thing got misinterpreted to like a whole generation.
Yeah.
So people were worshiping these anti-heroes,
Yeah,
like
like the
Tony
Joker.
Sopranos,
Yeah.
the Joker, like people like that. So he's all like, because a lot of writing does carry a lot of influence, right? I mean, influence is culture. So like, yeah, why wouldn't we want to see better guys? Because our world is burning, and it is a lot to do with what is called the ideological state apparatus, which is us.
Yeah, but there's
We're
still gonna
part
be,
of
but
that.
let's say there's a lot of more writing about good people on shows that no one's gonna be good. Like everyone's still gonna be
Yeah,
complicated.
of course,
and
but
shitty.
with the intention of like, all right, maybe let's try to shift what we've been doing.
It's
Because
influence, and it gives people like younger guys and
Things have
like
gotten so
someone
bad.
to look up to. You know,
Yeah.
Putting wind in the sails or whatever. Yeah.
but not on like no superhero shit, because I feel like that's propaganda too.
yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
for,
That's like
to support military
propaganda for
war.
You know
know?
what I think is propaganda? Fireworks.
Oh shit.
What are they propaganda for?
I'm like, why are you trying to get me so used to this bomb sounding thing?
Yeah.
What? Oh, fireworks? Yeah, yeah.
That's
like-
like a form
the
of
Chinese
condition.
people had
Yeah.
it, didn't they? Though.
I'm like, I don't want to
They-
get
I believe
used to
they
loud
mentioned it.
noises, and I hate an air horn.
Oh yeah, I hate it.
Noise pollution is so under talked about. Under
air pollution?
discussed.
So is light
Noise
pollution.
Noise pollution.
Oh, noise
Light
pollution.
Right,
pollution?
dim the lights, girl.
Don't get me started on light pollution right now.
Yeah.
Can
so
I tell you guys?
true.
Yeah.
I think
The
I already.
animals.
Thank you. I think I already told you,
Maybe.
Mr. CAIN.
Uh-huh.
It's killing the tortoises. The leatherback tortoises.
We did talk about this. Yeah.
Them two.
Yeah.
Add them to the list.
I know.
Fireflies.
Yeah.
Two birds don't know where to go at night.
Been seeing a lot more possums. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
That's because you feed them. Stop.
If you do.
That's your
Midnight
ancestors
used to live
coming to
behind this
visit.
guy who had a raccoon. He would go out there and feed, and we'd sit out there and we'd be smoking. And we'd just look. He said, "Hey, there goes the raccoon." And he would go into a pan and start
Fat-ass
eating.
raccoon.
He would start eating, and then it would just like disappear into the shadows.
That's cool.
That's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
I think it's cute that they wash their food. Their little hands are like, oh no.
They like stand up on their 2
Yeah.
feet,
Are
and then
cute.
they're just like eating.
I
It's
like
kinda
how
cool.
otters eat on their bellies.
I love when they scream right before they eat. They're like,
I thought you said right before you eat them.
no, you club them first.
It's no Irish tradition out there.
Old Irish tradition.
Oh,
You
now go
club the
club me
seal
some
tennis.
That reminds me of this one time I was on vacation with my best friend, and we went to see, we went to San Diego and Coronado Beach, and there were, or maybe it wasn't even on the beach. It was somewhere up the coast, and there were a
Here?
bunch of
Texas?
no, in California, San Diego to around San Diego. So there were a bunch of seals laid out, and we went down there to look at them and stuff, and they were so close, so beautiful. And then one just let out the biggest fart, and we were cracking up so hard, and no one else was laughing.
See,
We
they
had
don't
to
appreciate
leave
nature.
the
Those folks
area.
don't appreciate nature if they went
They're,
out.
they're
Just
loud
like,
as
did
farts.
y'all
They
hear
love
that
God,
fart?
probably.
Because
though?
they're wet, right? Like their
It was
butts are
Oh,
wet.
a seal fart is
It was
wet.
wet.
That's
Wet.
all
We were
wet.
at the
It
beach.
is wet, yeah.
That's funny.
Have you been to San Francisco, like over there on
Wet
that
farts
pier?
there,
on that,
too.
on that
Yep.
pier?
With the sea
Where all the
lions.
Oh, the
sea
animals,
lions are?
yeah.
They be out there fighting. It's
Oh.
just, they're like literally going at it, and people are just out there, hey, hey, like going, like, at least I was.
What animal?
The seagulls. There's the seagulls.
No, these big ass like sea lions. I don't
Oh,
know.
sea lions.
They're
They
huge.
fight?
It's like a whole pier where they just
Yeah.
go chill.
Yeah.
You can go up to the
Yeah.
like on the edge and you can just watch them, and they're all just like sleeping, and then like they're all like mostly laying on each other, and then one of them will get up and like butt the other one, and then like next thing you know they're waking up and they're just like at each other, dude.
They were
Would you ever
having
start
an
shit? You're like throwing food at them and like, watch
Hell
this.
no, they're real
They
strict
got
like that,
some
but we'd be out
big
there
ass
yelling.
fins. I couldn't imagine
Yeah.
being slapped by one of those.
It's wild, dude.
That shit
and
would
it's
hurt.
always funny. One of them throws them over like the thing,
Yeah.
and then they start making their noises. So like I don't know, maybe they have their own little.
I like
language.
watching videos of like giraffes fighting because they just swing their necks at each other. Yeah.
Throwing
I don't
necks.
like violence.
I will say
Not
this
in
about
any
the San
animal
Francisco
kingdom.
sea lions. I really do like
Yeah.
their politics. Way more liberal over there.
That'd be a cool football team
what
name.
about these turtles?
the San
The
Francisco Sea
leatherback
Lions.
turtles. I'll tell you all about it. You ever seen a little Fiat?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they can be that big. They can be the size of a
What?
Fiat, and they're basically their migratory pattern is the distance from like London all the way to Australia, and they do it twice a year. And they're like, but that's just the distance. So they
Do they
end
hit
up coming.
Italy or like what's the deal with the Fiats?
Oh yeah, they're
No,
on
it's
tour,
just a
babe.
size.
Oh.
That's how big they can get. And so they're these giant tortoises, and they're essentially they can't find anywhere. So they're supposed to come like to Costa Rica, for example, and they're trying all the new like buildings and sky rises and stuff like that. It's basically messing with them. So when they're looking at the moon to figure out where to go, they are distracted, and so they miss these landing points where they're supposed to come and lay eggs on the beach, and also where they like
Mate and
hang
I'll say
out
this,
and
I'm-
socialize. They're gonna miss the
Socialize.
birthday party
I was trying
again,
to.
but it's sad. It is sad, and so people have to like go out there and like the ones that they can find or try and guide them
Yeah.
towards shore.
They're as big as a Fiat.
They can become as big as a Fiat. Yes.
I went
But
on
the
a date
world
with a
won't
girl
let
with a
them.
Fiat.
You
And
what?
I went on a date and she was driving and she had a Fiat.
Oh my God.
I complained. I thought we had chemistry at the beginning, but I complained about how small the car was the whole time.
Yeah. Well, that
She
comes-
dropped me off
Yeah.
at my house in her Fiat.
Why did you do that? That's not a polite thing to
she
do.
was probably complaining that you didn't even have a car.
I had a car.
Well, why weren't you picking her up in your big car?
No, because she didn't want to go in a
She
truck.
had
She
to
wanted to go
drive
in her
her
nice
little
new
Fiat.
Fiat.
Her Italian
It's
car.
her new car.
Yeah. I dated
Yeah.
a girl that had a Fiat too. It's a very small car. I didn't like it.
Well, I'm glad it didn't work out because you found a nice lady.
Every time I think
Yeah,
about
you
Fiat, I
can
think
cut some
about
hair.
Dale Gribble from King of the Hill, where like they're all outside of Hank Hill's truck and they're like working on it. He's like, "That's the problem. It's a Ford." He's like, "You know what Ford stands for, don't you?" He goes, "Fix it again, Tony." And then Hank goes, "That's not Fiat." He's like, "That's not Ford. That's Fiat." He's like, "Oh, what am I talking about?"
Yeah, that's in the pilot episode.
Yeah, it was like the first.
It's like the
episode.
first scene. I'm
Fix it
thinking
again,
that.
Tony.
Fix it again, Tony.
You know what Ford stands for? You to write a joke like that's funny as shit.
That's
Goddamn.
funny.
Dale's a funny ass character.
Yeah, sucks he died in real life.
Yeah. So did John Redcorn.
What?
R.I.P. John Redcorn.
Oh, yeah.
Dang. Speaking of King of the Hill, not to end on a downer, but I was excited for the return, and then that the
John Redcorn, R.I.P.
yes,
John,
John
Redcorn.
Redcorn. R.I.P.
They should write that into the
him
show, I think.
Right.
Right?
Well, he's the
Right?
second John Redcorn voice actor. The first one also passed away very early on.
And that guy was white.
Was he?
Maybe. I don't
made
know.
that
That
up.
might have been. I don't know.
I don't know.
What was
Sounds
the
about right for
actor's
the
name?
time.
I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, he like
John
he
Red.
got shot.
He got shot by his
Yeah,
neighbor.
dude, they were
He
beefing
was
with his...
gay.
That was
and
really
he,
crazy,
Like they
and
burned down
the-
his house. And
Yeah.
took his dogs.
That was
and
a
shit
hate
like
His
crime.
neighbor was very homophobic.
Killed
yeah.
his dog or
Some
some
hate crime
shit.
Yeah, he
shit.
killed his. Yeah.
Killed
Fuck,
it,
it was
left
real
the,
fucked up. It was real
left
fucked
the
up.
dog's
Fuck
skull.
you people out there that do some shit like that.
Wow.
It was
I would
Austin.
kill a motherfucker that killed my dog.
I would
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happened in John Wick. They made 3 movies about
Sorry,
Yeah.
I brought it up. Jonathan Joss, yeah.
it. When they were camping and Dale's wife goes, babe, you want a beer? And John Redcorn and Dale both went, yes. And Dale goes, how did he know I wanted a beer?
Would you rather have make love to John Redcorn, the
Yes.
character, not the actor, the character John
Yes.
Redcorn, or
Yes.
the best lover that you've dated in real life, but it didn't work out?
Yes, I would rather be with John Redcorn, the cartoon
Damn.
character, any day.
That's a bold statement.
Yeah.
I mean, he is.
What's the at to that guy that you had good sex
He's the
with?
guy, right? He's,
No, I don't-
you
I
know,
don't
he's
have any.
cuckolding fucking Dale. Like that's
Yeah,
that's-
he's like known for having great sex in the show.
So I mean,
Luann-
do they have cuck chairs?
He's a
No.
cartoon.
Native
he'll
culture,
never,
like
he's a cartoon. He'll never age.
yeah,
That too.
sit on a
Dale-
cuck blanket.
Sir? Have you heard that song?
No,
I'm not about to play. I was just
Oh,
looking at
that's
what time
a,
we got.
that's a great song.
Yeah, you should listen to that song on the way home. Yeah.
What is it?
There's a music video for it too. It's like a black John Redcorn, and it's like going through the same
Yeah, the
thing.
song is called John Redcorn. It's by
Yeah.
the artist Sir. He's signed to TDE,
Oh.
Top Dog Entertainment,
Yeah,
Kendrick's former label.
it's worth checking out.
Yeah, home of
Listeners also.
SZA, Isaiah Rashad, Absol, J Rock.
What about
Damn.
you?
Who would I rather what? Fuck John Redcorn or the best person you ever fucked?
Yeah.
That didn't work out?
Yeah.
I'd rather fuck that dude.
Go for
The
it.
guy from the show.
Hit me with his at.
You want
On the mic.
Carrie's leftovers so
I'll give you a
bad.
sloppy
I'll give
ones
you my
and
sloppy
twos.
second.
Give him
Like,
at least one.
You gotta
Yeah.
take John Redcorn there, man. I think it's John Redcorn across.
all right,
the
fuck
board.
it. I'll do. Why can't I get plugged up? Like, I
No,
can't
I'm literally
tighten this bitch.
saying
Like,
okay. Like I'll literally, yeah, I will. Just I'm not gonna do it while it's here on camera.
so, you gotta live once. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, I'll literally be alive when I walk through the doors of this building.
We're being stingy.
I'm not. I'm literally saying.
Share a
Share your
little.
man, share your man with my man over
Yeah,
here.
share your man with
Well,
me.
Carrie.
Okay, I'm going to.
Yeah, see, girls getting uptight about this kind of shit.
Yeah, open up the Black Book.
Fucked up. I'll never forgive you for this.
This podcast was never meant to happen.
Yeah.
It just happened.
It just. I was like, "Where's the Addy?" And he was like, "I need Coke." And I said,
I did not
Wait.
say that. I texted it. don't do coke. Stupid.
Dun, 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 dun,
So,
Well, this has been a very fun episode. My favorite so far.
I regret everything.
It's been chaotic.
I just want to say thank you all for being here.
Yeah,
Thank you for
a great
coming.
host. You're an
Let's all meet
incredible
up.
host.
Let's all meet up on the roof of a bar one day after this. 'Cause
No,
we're
you-
never going to get together again
Promise
after
me.
this.
Promise me, you guys, every 10 years we're going to meet right here at this
obviously.
spot
Obviously.
at this time. Put your hands in right now.
No.
All right,
Promise
10 years.
me.
Roger, is that cool?
What?
He's like, y'all gotta get the fuck out.
You
Y'all- he's
got to
like,
be here too, man.
He's like, if you leave now, maybe.
all right, we need to wrap it up. Does anybody have anything they want to say before we stop? Obviously, there's been no structure to this at all. Even though we talked about it, we tried, but
I
we
think there's
failed.
just like not a lot of structure. A lot of structures are falling. Systems crashing around
In
us.
a way, we're a
hear
metaphor.
that.
We're a metaphor for life right now.
The intention was presence tonight, and I think we did just
Yeah. Too much reckless, not enough whiz.
Exactly. Oh, I got a whiz right now. But
Next time, it's always on each other.
Carrie Smith, thank you for being on the show. Y'all should
for
follow her
having
at
me.
what's your Instagram?
I'm dreammoods.com.
that. Yeah, you are.
You did 3 X's before you get to it.
It's dreammoods. www.org.
Dream moods.
.com.
Yeah.
It's
Got anything I want to plug or anything?
No plugs.
Quam.
Yeah, follow me on CoStar, and we can see our alignments.
Okay, literally the pattern is so much better. And you know
Good night, y'all.
that.
All right.
I knew that. Yeah.
I don't know what those
I hope they
things are,
sponsor
but
us.
Sometimes it's too much
Yes,
information
thank
for
you.
me at one.
all right, Roger.